Your chemistry set is really fun, Manu.
It is, but I need to learn more about the measurements. Many of the experiments use salt water, which is measured in milliliters and liters.
I can help you with that. Milliliters and liters are used to measure liquid volume. That means how much liquid fits in a certain space. A liter is about the size of a small pitcher you could use for holding lemonade. A milliliter is very small and is usually measured with a dropper. It takes 5 milliliters just to fill a teaspoon.
That helps. I'll have to do some math, though. One of the experiments has 2 parts. First, I have to add 25 milliliters of salt water. Later, I have to add another 50 milliliters.
You can add, subtract, multiply, and divide measurements just like you do with any other numbers.
So, if I want to know the total amount of salt water that I need, I can just add 25 and 50. 25 plus 50 is equal to 75. I need 75 milliliters of salt water for this experiment. I need 120 milliliters of salt water for an experiment. How much more salt water do I need? I have 75 milliliters of salt water, and I need 120 milliliters. I can subtract to find out how much more I need. 120 minus 75 is equal to 45. I need 45 more milliliters of salt water.
What's that box?
It has bottles of distilled water. That box has 12 liters of water in it. It looks like there are 6 bottles of water.
Each bottle holds the same amount. You can use division to find how many liters of water are in each bottle. 12 divided by 6 is equal to 2. Each bottle holds 2 liters of water. Manu has 4 of these droppers that each have the same amount of salt water. How much salt water is there in the droppers in total? Each dropper holds 3 milliliters of salt water. There are 4 droppers. You can use multiplication to find the total. 3 times 4 is equal to 12. There are 12 milliliters of salt water in total.
Thanks for the help, Sten.
You're welcome. You didn't know you were getting a chem math tree kit, did you?
Oh!
Liquid volume is the amount of liquid that fits in a certain space. A liter of liquid is the size of a small pitcher or a large bottle of water. A milliliter Liquid volume is the amount of liquid that fits in a certain space. A liter of liquid is the size of a small pitcher or a large bottle of water. A milliliter is a small amount. It takes 5 milliliters to fill a teaspoon and 1,000 milliliters to fill a liter. You can add, subtract, multiply, and divide liquid volume measurements. You can add 2 measurements to find the total. You can subtract 2 measurements to find the difference. You can multiply to find the total measurement of a group of equal measurements. You can use division when a total is divided into equal-sized parts. You can find the number of parts or the amount in each part. Listen to and answer each question. Use the number selector to enter your answer. Manu needs 125 milliliters of water for one experiment and 200 milliliters of water for another. How much water does he need in all? That's right. 125 plus 200 is equal to 325. Manu needs 325 milliliters of water in all. Sten needs 2 liters of water from this container. How much will he have left after using 2 liters? Super! Sten has 6 liters of water. If he uses 2 liters, he will have 4 liters left. 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. Manu fills a dropper to the 6 milliliter mark 4 times. Then he puts the liquid into a beaker. How much liquid does he put in the beaker? Nice work! Manu fills the dropper to the 6 milliliter mark 4 times. 4 times 6 is equal to 24. He puts 24 milliliters of liquid in the beaker. Sten takes 15 liters of water and pours it equally into 3 containers. How much water is in each container? Yes. 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. Sten puts 5 liters of water in each container. Sten uses 12 liters of salt water one day, then 6 liters of salt water the next day. How much salt water did he use in all? That's right. 12 plus 6 is equal to 18. Sten used 18 liters of salt water in all. Manu needs 275 milliliters of water. He already has some in a beaker. How much more does he need? Super! 275 minus 150 is equal to 125. Manu needs another 125 milliliters of water. Manu has 10 of these bottles of distilled water. How much distilled water does he have in all? Nice work! 10 times 4 is equal to 40. Manu has 40 liters of distilled water in all. Sten used a 6 milliliter dropper to fill this container with salt water. How many times did Sten fill the dropper? Yes, 42 divided by 6 is equal to 7. Sten filled the dropper 7 times. Manu needs 250 milliliters of water for one experiment and 175 milliliters of water for another. How much water does he need in all? That's right. 250 plus 175 is equal to 425. Manu needs 425 milliliters of water in all. Manu needs 315 milliliters of water. He already has some in a beaker. How much more does he need? Super! 315 minus 180 is equal to 135. Manu needs another 135 milliliters of water. Manu has 7 bottles of distilled water. How much distilled water does he have in all? Nice work! 7 times 3 is equal to 21. Manu has 21 liters of distilled water in all. Sten takes 16 liters of water and pours all of it equally between 4 containers. How much water is in each container? Yes. 16 divided by 4 is equal to 4. Sten puts 4 liters of water in each container. Sten used 14 liters of salt water one day, then 9 liters of salt water the next day. How much salt water did he use in all? That's right. 14 plus 9 is equal to 23. Sten used 23 liters of salt water in all. Manu needs 3 liters of water from this container. How much will he have left after using 3 liters? Super! Manu has 9 liters of water. If he uses 3 liters, he will have 6 liters left. 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. Manu fills a dropper to the 9 milliliter mark 3 times. He puts the liquid into a beaker. How much liquid does he put in the beaker? Nice work! Manu fills the dropper to the 9 milliliter mark 3 times. 3 times 9 is equal to 27. He puts 27 milliliters of liquid in the beaker. Sten used a 4 milliliter dropper to fill this container with salt water. How many times did Sten fill the dropper? Yes. 32 divided by 4 is equal to 8. Sten filled the dropper 8 times.